What's up? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys all doing well. If you are new, what's up? My name is Shai, or welcome to the channel. So as you can see from the title, it's another Sip and Shai. I love doing these, so super excited to get into some things today. We've got a little red lip going on since it's, you know, Valentine's Day weekend. I thought I'd give you guys a little red. So let's get into it. I'm excited. So I got a little wine glass, about to pour my drink right now. I did put my little box up on Instagram. Remember, if you guys want to ask me any questions, dilemmas, confessions, be sure to follow my Instagram so you guys can pop up and put your requests in the box. So yeah, let me pour myself a little drink first because I haven't. Okay, like that's enough, right? I should have got like a straw or something, but it is what it is, girl. So first question, is the 90-day rule still a thing? How long should you wait? Okay, I haven't heard about the 90-day rule in so long. I think everyone was talking about that when, like, what's the movie? Think Like a Man came out. I mean, that's like 3 months, right? That is kind of long. That is kind of long. But I think if you feel like you need kind of a boundary for you to figure out if you like someone or not, for me, it's never been something that, I mean, I entertained the idea at some point, but I don't feel like it was ever gonna work for me because I'm somebody, like, I make my decisions. I don't base my decisions off of a certain amount of time or a certain amount of days. Like, it just generally depends how I feel. I would say like a time limit or like a, like, I don't know, date limit can be helpful if you're somebody that tends to date and feel like the novelty wears off. For example, you go on a date with a guy and you're absolutely obsessed with him already, like you love him, like you feel like it's gonna be forever. I know, I've been guilty of this. I know loads of girls are guilty of this. Like, you think it's the one, you think this is it. Girl, novelty wears off in 2 weeks. You're like, what was I thinking? Like, what was I thinking? Like, this don't make sense. I'm embarrassed. It's embarrassing. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? No. Embarrass yourself. Because, you know, sometimes your emotions can get ahead of you. So sometimes some time limits can help. 90 days, I think, literally is your personal, like, journey, your personal opinion. You have to do what's best for you. If you feel like waiting 90 days to figure out if you want to go to the next level, somebody is for you, then that's for you. I would say though, if you are younger, starting to like dip your feet into dating, I would say it would be kind of good to give yourself, it may not have to be 90 days, but give yourself like a time frame to where, okay, after this time, let me make this decision. Because I feel like when you're first like starting to date and you're younger, it's a lot of things like you're trying to figure out, trying to understand. You don't really know the kind of scope and the pace of dating when you're first dating, because you don't really know when's the time to do this or when's the time to do that. You don't really know. So that might be helpful in kind of like wrapping your head around it and just making yourself more comfortable. But I feel like it's a personal decision. I don't think the 90-day rule works for everybody. It may work for some people, but I don't think it's a definite thing. You did ask something else after that. How long should you wait? I guess wait to go the next step. I think it's a personal preference. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing, do it. Yeah, that's all I can say. Don't feel pressured by anybody, the significant other you're talking to. Like, it has to be what you want to do. You should have all confidence, and I would never recommend moving to different levels in a relationship unless you're ready. Okay, so next question, or this is a confession. I've never had a Valentine's. It's so embarrassing. I'm tired of doing Valentine's with my friends. I feel like the odd one out. I can see how you think that's embarrassing, but it's not. I promise you, I haven't had that many Valentine's in my lifetime, and I'm not pressed about it. It's a beautiful day for people that are in love or in relationships, to like enjoy each other, get gifts, all that good stuff. And I love to see the Valentine's Day post. I love it. I'm all on Instagram like, let me see what's everyone getting. I love it. I love the whole like celebration of love. And I can understand you're tired of doing it with your friends, because I don't really do Valentine's with my friends. To be honest, thinking of it, I don't know why we don't do Valentine's as friends. I'm gonna have to like regulate, like, what's going on? Why don't we do Valentine's? I don't see no gifts at my door. You know what, next year, even if I have a Valentine, we're still doing Valentine's. Like, I can understand what you're trying to do with your friends, and now that your friends got a boyfriend, you feel like, oh shit, I'm just gonna be here rooting from the sidelines. But honestly, it's not embarrassing. It can get a little bit frustrating because, you know, you see everything on Instagram, you see everything in the shops, you just want to be winded, dying of romance. But it's not the end of the world. There's no point. Like, it's better that you wait for what's for you than spend your Valentine's with somebody that you don't really like or you don't really even know, and it's like your first date and you're just going to do something. I feel like for all the Valentines you might have missed being by yourself, I think the Valentines that will make up for it will be the ones where you're the most happy, and you will be glad that you waited, and you'll be glad that, you know, you didn't go and force yourself to have experiences that weren't that good. So next question, would you date a rapper? I feel like there's pros and cons with that, but overarching, I don't think I'd ever want to. I feel like it's just too much stress and bother and problem. When you see the rapper Girlfriends, it looks like a nice lifestyle, but honestly, it seems like a lot of stress. And then when you actually think about the reality of it, like the working all the time in the studio, on tour, how much quality time do you actually get to spend with that person? How much of their like attention? Like, I'm someone that I need attention. I like attention. I like a lot of attention. So if you are this big entertainer or rapper or whatever, you do have to share that person with the world. That's just the truth of it. Like, you have to share that person with their fans and everybody that wants to use them for entertainment or just content wise, and that can be a lot. So it's not just about the glitz and glam and the look of it. It's like the reality of it, and the reality of it for me, I don't think that's for me. I don't think that's for me. My phone is dying. I need to quickly get through these. Ideal Valentine's Day date. Do you know what? I don't actually have like an ideal date in mind. I would say, just to generally describe it, I would want the date that's organized for me to have like a lot of effort put into it and a lot of like thought to be put into it. Like, it's you, anyone could buy bags, shoes, cute stuff from out the shops and out the designer stores. Anyone could do that, but I would prefer like the whole celebration, the whole day, and whatever gifts I get to be like personally thought out for me, because that's what makes things special. Like, when you feel like someone's gotten you a gift, or they've brought you somewhere, they've taken you on a date where they've actually thought about, okay, what does this person like? What does this person want to do? What's this person missing? Or what do they feel like, what have they wanted for a long time that they haven't got that I can get? Things like that, I feel like is like ideal. Like, I prefer that type of date than, oh, I got you a Chanel bag, oh, I got you a bag. Like, I'm gonna take the bags and I'm gonna take the gift. But I feel like it means more when you feel like someone's put that much thought into it and really like personalized the whole situation. Okay, that's, I feel like, the ideal date. Like, if I feel like someone's really like thought about how I feel, my perspective on what makes me happy, like, that's the perfect date. But I actually don't have an ideal date. That's something I generally have to think about. Actually, I don't really have an ideal date. Why do people hate black women dating white men so much? Whoa, okay. I don't know what perspective. I guess she just said people, so I mean, I think it's just general. I generally don't know what's the logic behind people hating that. I feel like people should be free to date who they want. I can see why certain demographics may feel a way about it, but I don't feel like it's enough to hate it. I don't think it's relevant. I don't think it's something to even lose sleep on. If people don't like it, people don't like it. Let them mind their business. Let them go about their business. Like, who cares? It's not your life, it's mine. As long as you're not hurting anybody or talking down or trying to uplift some people to bring down others, I think you're good to go. I don't really have an answer for that, because I just think there's no real logic behind it. Of course, we can go deep. We can talk about racial issues and stuff like that. But I feel like that's a given, and we understand why some people are ignorant and have them thoughts. But as on a whole, I just feel like it's not even worth the time or the effort or even the space on my memory card to discuss why people don't like it. Like, mind your business. Nothing to do with you. Okay, what are some red flags when dating? Okay. Red flag when dating. One red flag that I cannot stand it. Communication. Lack of communication. I don't go for that. I don't like that. Or like, communicate. We're grown people, we're grown adults. Communicate. If you can't communicate, it's gonna piss me off, and I'm gonna start setting pace, because I don't like that shit. Like, that's always something from early on, when I start talking to someone, I start dating someone, I make it clear. I'm big on communication. If you can't communicate how you feel, then set the fuck off. Move, don't talk to me. Because you need to be able to communicate your feelings. Whether your feelings change, whether your feelings grow, I need to be communicated with, because I'm not gonna waste my time dating anybody who can't communicate. I don't know if you think I've got mind reading abilities, but I'm not about to be doing that. I'm not stressing, I'm not going, no. I'm going to try maybe 1 or 2 times to say, hey, what's good? I know, like, sometimes when dating, people have this like ego thing where, oh, if he texted me now, I've got to wait 5 minutes to text back, or if I'm the last one who called him, I'm not going to call him back. I don't care who calls who, I don't care who texts who first. I'll text you, I will double text, 5 times text. If I can't get a hold of you, I'll call your phone 10 times. That shit doesn't embarrass me. If it's someone I'm dating and we've both communicated our feelings, I don't feel no way to call that man's phone 5, 10 times. I can call that man's phone. I can text that man 2 times, double text him, 5 times text him, period. Like, no one gonna tell me I can't. I'm not delusional. We've had communicated how we feel, and that's just general and normal. So yeah, red flag is the lack of communication, and I'm gonna put slash because I think it's kind of the same thing. Ghosting, I cannot stand ghosting, and I feel like when a man ghosts or tries to ghost, I think ghosting is one of the most bitch-made things a guy can do. That's just my opinion. Like, the fact that you can't be man enough to say what you need to say with your chest. How do you expect to be, listen, my mouth can be an issue. You expect to be an alpha male, you expect to be this respected man, and you can't communicate your feelings. You're immature. That's weak. I don't like that's a red flag. If you are dating and talk to somebody and you notice they're replying really late, like a day later, 2 days later, just cut it off there. Save your time, save your energy, just cut it off right there, because in this day and age where we have our phones in our hands all the time, even if you're working, 24 hours can't go by, like, and you don't communicate. That's weird. I don't care. Nobody can convince me that in a whole 24 hours, someone you're dating or talking to, that you wouldn't even send them a message or a text. No. And then again, lack of communication, that is a red flag to me. I don't play about that, because if you can't communicate now, how can I expect you to communicate later? I'm not gonna wait and expect for you to grow as a person. I hope I didn't have lipstick on my teeth that whole time, because I just clocked that. But no, lack of communication and ghosting are 2 of my like top things that I cannot actually stand. I'm someone who likes clear conversation and words, especially when it comes to dating, because people can try to blur the lines to try and dance around things so they can't be held accountable. I'm not. No, you're gonna be held accountable. Be clear on how you're coming and how you're stepping with me, and I can decide if I want to move forward or if I want to fall back and let that go. Don't give me no blurred situation where, oh, we're going with the flow. We're not going with nobody's flow. We're not going with nobody's flow. It's either is or it's not. There's no grey area. No. And if someone goes through for a couple of days and comes back after a couple of days, something's up, something's not right. That's red flags. Another red flag I would say while dating is over familiarity. Can I say the word? Over familiarity. You guys know what I mean. Over familiarity. I cannot stand that. When you start dating a guy, it's the first day and they're like, oh, you can trust me. Huh? Maybe when I was like 19 or 20, but what do you mean I can trust? No, I can't. No, I can't. Like, I feel like it's low-key manipulation, and it's emotional manipulation when someone will do that to you on the first or second date and try to like tell you that you can trust me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let's be a bit more smart. And if a guy starts giving you them bars on the first day, just let them go over your head. Don't even take them in. Look, go over your head. No, he's just talking. It's just date talk. It's like prison chat. That sounds real good. And they be selling you dreams, like all the things they're gonna do. How you gonna do all this stuff with no credit score? Let's be realistic. So yeah, my second red flag will have to be like over familiarity, like trying to make it seem like you know me, or like where this, like, you're super familiar, or I should trust you this much. Like, that has to be a red flag. Like, trying to over familiarize yourself too early on, that's really weird, because it seems like you're trying to force a connection quicker to get somewhere. Where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to go? Okay, so next, do you believe all men cheat? I don't think all men cheat. I feel like that would be giving them too much of a cop-out to say, oh, all men do it, so we should expect it. No, there aren't any, like, okay, it's looked down upon, but it's not the end of the world for them. Like, it doesn't, there's not a lot of times where men cheat and then their whole life completely changes. A lot of guys do, but I don't think it's fair to say all men do, and I don't think that mindset is conducive to a happy environment for yourself. And especially if you're dating and you're single and you want to date, I don't think that's something that you should always have in the back of your head, because you can start to unconsciously attract somebody that has that kind of energy that would do that kind of thing. I feel like that's giving them too much kind of like leeway and giving them too much like, oh, it's fine, everyone does it. No, we don't do that. We don't give them that, okay? One thing you fear in life, okay, one thing I fear in life is not living my life to the fullest and not fulfilling my purpose, because you only have one life on this earth and you want to live it to the fullest. I feel very inclined to follow my heart and what I feel like I'm meant to do, because I feel like on the other side of it is just so much more happiness and so much more like contentment, and I would be more happy that I went through it than do something that's regular and just what everyone else should do just to go along, because I feel like that would just be going against what I'm meant to do. That would be going against my path and my alignment, and I just feel like I need to be in alignment doing what I'm meant to be doing. That's like my biggest fear, not to do what I'm meant to be doing and steer off the path I'm meant to go on and just go with what the whole world is telling me to do and then just feel unfulfilled. That's one of my fears. I'm gonna say I have a few, but you know what, I don't like to live my life in fear in general, but that's something that kind of plays in my mind a little bit. I think I have a few more and then I'm about to be done because my wine's nearly finished. Okay, would you ever get flued out? Why not? I'm single in my 20s. I like to travel, I like to be outside. To be honest, you know, it depends on the conditions. If it's like flued out to do X, Y, and Z, no. But if it's flued out to say, come hang out, let's have some fun, whatever, it's cool, I'll do it. Why not? There's no reason not to. I feel like there can be a bit of stigma on the flued out situation because, you know, some activities happen in some countries with some girls doing certain things. Do it responsibly. Don't do it like, oh, let me just go. Like, do it responsibly. Like I said, have it get vex money. And also, don't be flying out. Don't be flued out to nobody that you don't have any kind of, like, you don't trust them. That's one thing. If you get flued out with someone you don't trust, that's a disaster. It's a disaster, because if something happens, anything can happen when you go into a trip or you're on holiday with somebody, so you always want to make sure you feel comfortable. But I would say, why not? And the last one I'm going to answer because I'm literally tired now. Are UK men that bad? Oh my gosh, I've been seeing on TikTok how the US girls have been changing their locations on dating apps to London. They're like, oh my gosh, the guy's there. I'm telling you guys, to abort mission, stay where the hell you are. I'm not gonna say all UK men are that bad, because you know what, I just think it's a shortage. It's a shortage. It's a problem. It's a crisis going on. God needs to release a new batch of new ones to society, because clearly the ones we have now, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. It's a shortage. I can't even find any words to like, no sis, they're not that bad. I don't know, because from even like my friends' experiences and my experiences, just seeing people's experiences on socials and stuff, it ain't looking good out here. I genuinely don't know what's going on. I don't even have any words. Like, just know, if you think you're gonna switch your location, your dating apps to London, and think you can match, and you think it's gonna be sweet, I have news for you. Buckle up, sister. Buckle up, because it ain't sweet. Okay, I had to redo the lip because while I was drinking, I guess it got real subdued and weird. But yeah, I guess I'm up to the end of today's a little sip with Shai. I feel like today was a short one. I don't know why, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Valentine's edition. If you're going out Valentine's, enjoy the little weekend, enjoy the date night. Hope you guys have a good time. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, and we'll do more of these. Maybe next week or the end of the month I'll do another one. Again, be sure to follow me on Instagram so you guys can put your little questions, dilemmas, confessions in. And yeah guys, as always, I will see you guys in my next one.